That shooting follows a violent weekend in the city with more than a dozen people shot. Today, Philly's mayor saying people in Philadelphia should not have to live this way. Shooting follows a violent weekend in the city with more than a dozen people shot. Today, Philly's mayor saying people in Philadelphia should not have to live this way. And Kelly, one of the incidents involved nearly a dozen teenagers gathering near an Eid celebration.
Shiva, that's exactly right. It happened yesterday afternoon in broad daylight after a wonderful, very large celebration was wrapping up at the YAHAWAH Center. Now, fortunately, that 15-year-old boy is expected to physically recover, and police did address today some of the chaos that ensued afterwards.
The vast majority of Muslims had a wonderful day. And I think
Imam Hassan Abdi says this is what their Eid celebration at the YAHAWAH Center looked like at one point yesterday.
Which was a wonderful event generally. Tens of thousands of people attending from all over the city. Any big event, we hope for the best and we fear the worst.
Those inside were unaware at the time, but around 1 o'clock, police say juveniles surged near the outside of the building at Broad and Cecil B. Moore Avenue, a known gathering spot for young people, when police say a fight broke out and someone fired a shot, striking a 15-year-old not involved in the fight in the arm. Video being shared widely on social media showed some of the chaos after. One video appears to show responding officers pointing their tasers at people in the area, and in another video, officers making an arrest.
Arresting people is not pretty, right? People just don't turn around and say, put their hands behind their backs. We look at video in snippets, but they don't see the officer being punched in the face, or they don't show some of the other activity. I'm not saying that defending it without knowing all the totalities of the facts, but I would encourage the public, if anyone felt that our force was excessive, that they can file a complaint.
Police say they made 14 other arrests, including 2 for carrying guns, one pictured here. It was one of 7 incidents over the weekend where 13 people were shot, including 7 teenagers. Police say they are on pace to see an under 50% reduction in the number of young people killed in the city this year, as homicides across the city are down.
You can have stats and data, but it doesn't mean a thing if you don't feel good walking to the supermarket.
We are moving in the right direction. It is working. And so we just got to keep pressing.
Imam Abdi feels all adults in the city have a responsibility when it comes to young people and violence.
And the culture is not a good one at the moment, and I think it's for adults for us to put things into place to make sure that culture changes. Otherwise, we're just going to be repeating the cycle, and it will just be another event or another place.
You might have heard that Islam is a peaceful and tolerant religion. That is not true. Here are 5 reasons why Islam is not peaceful, but rather a religion of war and intolerance. Number 1, Islam has a very bloody history. It spread mostly through wars, and it is, contrary to popular belief, the only major religion that mostly established itself by wars. Number 2, the Quran says in chapter 9 verse 29 to fight those who don't believe in Allah and in Muhammad. Number 3, the Quran refers in many parts, including in chapter 8 verse 55, to non-Muslims as the worst of creatures. Number 4, Islam commands the killing of ex-Muslims like myself. And number 5, Islam also has deadly 7 sins, and one of them is not killing, not rape, not child marriage. No, Muhammad was married to a child. It is running from the battlefield. One of them is not killing, not rape, not child marriage. No, Muhammad was married to a child. Not rape, not child marriage. No, Muhammad was married to a child.